What up, RJ here? Gonna talk about the Xperia 5.5. This one is actually kind of somewhat a phone I have been waiting for, but now that it's actually out and I see there's one missing camera, maybe not so much. Maybe let's kind of wait and see, you know. Because the thing that is missing is the zoom camera. So in terms of the zoom camera, I'm not sure how often I use zoom cameras to see. Maybe it's not that big of a deal to like not have it, because when I use my regular phone, so when I use my regular phone, yeah, I know that's a stretch. I know that too. But anyways, I don't really use the zoom function of the camera. I mainly use the ultra wide. So I go wider instead of going in deeper. So that's what I do. But the good thing here is that it's pretty much the 1.5, more or less, with a 1080p screen, which is good. That's actually a good thing, because this way we know battery life ideally should be better. Is there going to be a test between the 1.5 and the 5.5 in terms of battery life? I hope someone does it. I really do. But yeah, besides that, you have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 5000 milliamp battery, 6.1 inches, which is more or less like the Odin. So when I think about the Xperia 1.5 being my upgrade from the Odin, I really think the 5.5 is more of the upgrade from the Odin, because it also comes in blue. I mean, to me that's a selling point, but to you that may not be. But the fact that it comes in blue also kind of makes you really consider it too. Then again, I can always get a blue case, so there's also that. But I think overall it seems like a very good device, just based on the fact that you have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which we as in most of the people clicking on my video anyways, know that the overheating issue is fixed. So that's the main thing that is killing the 4 phones, is the overheating. So now that it's fixed, with 1080p screen and a 5000 milliamp battery, I feel like this is a recipe for good times in gaming. I really do. Unless the screen is too small for you. That's pretty much the only thing that I really think about it, is as if the phone just feels too small for you. Maybe you should get the 1.5. 6.5 inches. Is that really that big of a difference? I'm gonna watch more videos on the 5.5 versus the 1.5. For sure I'm going to do that, probably after this. So Android 13. I think the phone's like $1,000, right? Is it? Where's the price of this? I feel like it's $1,000, because the 5.5 was, I mean, the 5.4 was $1,000, right? Yeah, so $1,085. Okay. But of course, I'm pretty sure, you know, as you wait further down the line, price probably gonna go down. So that's probably not a big deal. If it's only gonna be a big deal if you get it now, so, which is totally up to you, because it's released sometime in September. We're in September. I'm in September. I don't know when I post a video though, but the currently recording, I am in September, so we have that going for me. We may have that going for you. Anyways, if I were to get the 1.5, I think I'd probably do the 256 gigs. I feel like that is the one to go with, because if I were to get the, I mean, not the 1.5, the 5.5. If I were to get the 5.5, yeah, I'll probably do the 256 gigs, just because more internal storage is always better, even though I know there's a micro SD card slot, and I am going to put a terabyte of micro SD in there because that just seems fun. That just seems like I can store whatever and just not care. And I really like that in a phone. That would be very nice. Oh, headphone jack too, so I don't have to use wired, I don't have to use wireless headphones anymore, which is nice, and an extra thing I don't have to charge. I like that. It's gonna be more compatible with controllers, especially the one that I haven't really tried yet, the Backbone PlayStation mode. I'm hoping that the buttons are gonna be better there. I'm really hoping that it is. I haven't really held it and pressed the buttons myself to find out, but I'm hoping that's the case, because it is the controller that still works with Call of Duty. That's the main selling point for me to get it. And plus, it's a Sony controller with a Sony phone running Sony emulators. If you really think about it, it's probably going to be the best PSP or the best PS2 handheld, or PS Vita, because we have Vita 3K emulator too. We also have that. Ooh, I am very excited for the future of Android emulation, for sure. Yeah, that just sounds like a recipe for fun. It really does. So besides that, anything else I really want to talk about? I mean, the front camera is the same, the back camera is the same. The main camera is the exact same camera from the 1.5. So the only real reason to get the 1.5 is the bigger screen and a telescope camera. So how often would I use zoom? I really want to think about this. How often am I going to zoom at something? Have I been zooming at anything? I can't remember me zooming on something. But during a sale, and the price are very similar, maybe the 1.5 is like 50 bucks more or something like that, like during a sale, and the price are very similar, I am gonna go for the 1.5, because I feel like it's just, if price are very similar, that's the 1.5 is a no-brainer. Just because the fact that the 1.5 has a 512 gigs internal storage. That could be a game changer, because 512 gigs. I mean, I already have 512 gigs on the Fold 3, and I feel like that's relatively not enough. So imagine 512 gigs plus the 1 terabyte SD card. And potentially, somewhere along the line, a real 2 terabyte SD card will come out. Potentially. Hopefully sooner than later. So for sure, I am excited about the 5.5. Just, I'm actually excited about the Xperia 5s in total, like the Mark 5s. Wait, hang on. That was the 10.5, right? That one has pretty much the same thing as the 10.4. So maybe not the 10, so but the 1 and the 5, the 1.5 and the 5.5, that's legit. Like, I feel like that is good times. So one of the complaints that I noticed when watching other people review it is that they often compare it to an S23 Ultra and an iPhone. Why are you doing that? S23 doesn't have micro SD card. S23 doesn't have headphone jack. iPhone doesn't have iPhone doesn't have micro SD, period. Just, it's the whole entire lineup. Some of the iPhones have headphone jack. I think you go up to the 6. So I kind of feel like it's in a class of its own, but that's kind of my take, because I know they have that software update, 5 years or 4-year, 5-year security update. Like, that matters. That does matter. But depending on the user, that matters. Because I feel like most people don't tend to use the phone for 5 years. Unless I'm wrong. Comment down below. Yeah, I want to get a grasp of how long people typically use their phones, because I feel like it's about 2 years, give or take. It's about 2 years before they trade it up to get something else. 1 year is too soon. 2 years, I feel like that's about 2 to 3 years. That's where I feel like that's when people start trading in things. That's at certainly somewhere around that spot. That makes sense. So but true, it is a weak point. Not gonna deny that. But it's just, what other phone that has a flagship chipset that has micro SD and a headphone jack? Oh, one more thing. If you buy these phones new, you don't even have a cable. At least Samsung gives you a cable. Do Apple give you a cable? Maybe. This one doesn't. So should probably think about buying a Renew. I got a cable and a charger. If they have it Renew. Hopefully they have it Renew. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm now just stalling for time, so I'm gonna stop doing that, stop wasting your time, and pretty much yeah, if you're new, click subscribe, thumbs up, comment, like for more content. You guys stay awesome.